The will of the people, the will of the people, the will of the will of the will of the people, the will of the people, the will of the will of the. We have a new Muse album. It's gonna be so epic. Folks, Muse, the most epic band of all time, has released the most epic anti-establishment album of all time. Will of the people. Folks, this album is so true, the way it says we're all oppressed because we have to wear masks. That is definitely the most vile oppression happening right now. Are people like me who have to wear a mask. Alright, I can't do the bit. This is one of the dumbest albums I've ever reviewed. It's like so dumb. It's gonna be hard to articulate, but I'm gonna try my best. There's just so many layers of irony, so many layers of cringe. Now that Muse has just gone full-blown commercial, just full-blown... Alright, let's just get the review started. Let's just start. It's hard for me to literally sit with the amount of stupidity in this album. Let's just get the freaking album review started. Let's start by taking a look at the album cover. I don't really have much to say about this album cover. It's pretty ugly, like literally just visually it's ugly. It looks really stupid. It looks like a snippet from a sci-fi movie that's like really poorly CGI'd or something like that. I think these are supposed to be statues that have been toppled, but it looks maybe like a post-apocalyptic scene, like the whole world has kind of collapsed due to society falling apart, but these statues remain from the past, and you can see they're spray painted with like anarchist symbols on it. To me, it gives off very like right-wing grifter kind of vibes. The right wing likes to find little snippets of leftists tearing down statues and being like, look, the whole society is falling apart because these leftists tore statue apart. That's maybe what's going on here, maybe not. I honestly don't think Muse is actually smart enough as a band to have any real kind of cohesive idea of what they're trying to say as a political message. But I will say it is really funny to me because Tim Pool, who you might know him, he's a YouTuber. He tries to present himself as kind of like a moderate, but very clearly if you watch any of his videos, he's just a really dumb guy. Doesn't really have much to say besides kind of some like vague, we gotta fight the authorities kind of messaging, which is exactly the same messaging as in the Muse album, just an FYI. He was really angry on Twitter because apparently he released a song called The Will of the People, which yes, is the exact same title as the Muse album. Tim Pool released a song called The Will of the People that features statues being torn down on the cover with similar colors and similar lyrical themes, and Tim Pool was mad when you search on YouTube music Timcast, Muse's music comes up instead of Tim Pool's song. Oh my god, I can't believe Muse released a song, an album with the same title as mine, and the same album artwork as mine, and the same lyrical themes as mine. To me, it seems like he's trying to turn this into some narrative about the social media algorithms being rigged against him, but I think the most obvious takeaway is, dude, if Muse is releasing an album with the exact same fucking title as your song, and the exact same lyrical themes, and the same album cover, it's not that you're not being oppressed by the YouTube algorithm, it's that you're just an incredibly uncreative artist, it sounds like you're literally just trying to pull the most vague political themes, like you're not smart enough to have any creative ideas, and you just pump out this incredibly generic work of art. So when Muse, a highly commercial band, they literally acknowledged while making this album that this was going to be their hits album, their greatest hits album, even though it's all new songs, aka they're just going to release poppy songs so they can make as much money as possible. When Muse is trying to make as much money as possible using vague anti-establishment political rhetoric, and you as a YouTuber, your entire career is based off using vague anti-establishment political rhetoric, and you release a song that is a vague anti-establishment protest song, there shouldn't be a surprise when another grifter, aka Muse, does the exact same thing. And of course, freaking the YouTube algorithm is gonna get your music mixed up with Muse's music, because both of you probably have the same audiences of dumbasses who are freaking a bunch of white guys who live in America who want to feel oppressed, so they freaking do mental gymnastics to convince themselves that wearing masks is the pinnacle of oppression, and you're completely ignoring all the people who don't have healthcare who are actually dying from the disease. That right there is just peak stupidity. I hope I was able to articulate all that right, because it's just so dumb. It's almost hard to even explain it, because it just sounds like, did Tim Pool really release a song with the exact same title and album artwork as Muse? Is there any? Yes, that's exactly like that. Is that level of stupidity sounds unbelievable. That is literally what happened. Okay, now that we've spent a long time talking about that, let's get into the music. What do we have? We have the song Compliance, which is a disco pop song that has lyrics about how the government is secretly trying to oppress you because they're doing things they claim are good for your health. I wonder what that could be possibly referring to. I don't have a fundamental issue with a musician or an artist or a band releasing lyrics that are different than my political philosophy. If you really have a critical take on how the government handled the pandemic, or because you think that the government should have been more relaxed than I do, you can put that into your song and do it, okay? The issue here is that Muse, they take these ideas and they just make them sound as juvenile as possible. It just sounds like a freaking whiny kid who's mad that he has to follow rules because he doesn't like being told what he has to do. It's not actual like any sort of like real ideology. It sounds like a really like a neurotic dude that doesn't like the idea of feeling like he has to be told what he has to do. He doesn't like the feeling of being controlled, and he doesn't actually have any real, anything to back that up other than like, it just doesn't make me feel good. It's just like the conservative dude who likes to talk about 1984 but has no clue that George Orwell, who wrote 1984, is a socialist because he's blind to the fact that authoritarianism can live within the capitalist society. For example, being a band Muse releasing the most commercial freaking album of all time, literally using this system to profit as much as possible. It's like the irony of releasing an anti-establishment album when you've literally crafted the most capitalist album possible that's literally just designed very blatantly, like the band literally says blatantly, it's just designed for them to make as much money as possible and as much power as possible. It's like, how do you not see this? It's like as if Amazon released a freaking new water bottle brand called Amazon Water, and they marketed Amazon Water by saying, "Don't trust the big water bottle corporations." That is literally the pinnacle of stupidity in Muse's album. And to be entirely frank, I'm not really mad at Muse because I don't think Muse really cares that much about anything political. Like, for example, I was trying to find, read up into the lyrics to understand what are they talking about here, and they didn't seem to really have much to say. Like, they just had vague yeah, we need to fight against the authority, and also, actually, Compliance is actually about Russia, by the way, even though this song came out less than a month after Russia invaded Ukraine, and obviously we had been working on the song way before that, and there's literally nothing in the lyrics that have anything to do with war, really, and it's very clearly an anti-mask song, but we're gonna tell the press it's actually about Russia anyways, clearly because this band is just grabbing literally just as if they're just scrolling through Facebook and they're seeing random anti-establishment posts and realizing now that vaguely using anti-establishment concepts can make you a lot of money. Will of the People is so cheesy it makes me want to vomit. Compliance is incredibly cheesy with just horrible lyrics and just horribly produced. It sounds awful. It's literally just a bad pop song. I already don't like pop, and the fact that it's Muse making it makes it even worse. And it's just a bad song. We've got this one song, You Make Me Feel Like It's Halloween, which is literally as bad as it sounds. You make me feel like it's Halloween. What the hell does that mean? I don't freaking know. It just kind of seems like every single song they're doing a different, they're just throwing darts and seeing what will stick. They're just trying to release a song that hopefully will be a big hit. They don't care about the genre. They don't care about being cohesive. I normally like versatile albums, but this album just sounds like they don't care. They just want to release something that's gonna stick. And the thing that frustrates me the most about this album is not the stuff that's so bad about it, even though there's a lot of that, but it's the stuff that's actually good. Because Muse, I'm gonna be honest, they're so talented. When they shred, they can really freaking shred. The song Won't Stand Down or Kill or Be Killed. These are songs where they get these kind of metalcore, kind of hardcore, chuggy progressive metalcore breakdowns with maybe some crazy guitar solos and arpeggiating synths and stuff like that. And yes, it's cheesy. No, it's not the most original thing in the world. But damn, when their riffs hit, they really hit. I'm not gonna lie, yeah, we got some vague anti-establishment lyrics that were kind of rocking on top of these epic metalcore bangers. It's so stupid. but it's frankly fun if you can just let it get stupid for a bit. And the vocalist of Muse, like, objectively has, like, an amazing voice. Like, he's, like, singing like a freaking opera singer with a lot of emotion in there as well. The song Ghosts, that is just, like, it's just a piano ballad that, like, he's just singing this honestly really beautiful melody, and it's just, like, God damn it, he has such a freaking good voice, and he's singing this, like, romantic breakup song. I want to just give this album a 0 and not good or whatever and move on my life, but then I'm hearing actually genuinely talented good stuff, and it's just like, why? Like, why is a band that's so dumb actually also so capable of writing stuff that's so good? Like, it's like this beautiful piano ballad, and then he'll include this, like, conspiracy theory about the Great Reset, and it's just like, why? Why? Or the song Verona, which has this, like, like, really pretty kind of, like, guitar riff that kind of, like, crescendos with this cool, like, the kind of big post-rocky drums. It's like, you can't give me a little bit of that beautiful, classic, epic, actually musically talented Muse, and then follow it up with, we are fucking fucked because we have to fucking wear masks. It's psychological torture. It hurts. It hurts. When you have an album that actually has, like, talent that's frankly more talented than most rock bands nowadays, while also releasing music that's painfully commercial and using anti-establishment concepts for the sake of maximizing profit. It's like, how do I review that? It just hurts. I am a sucker for metalcore breakdowns that are really catchy. I'm gonna give this a 5.5 out of 10. It's a hard one to review, but at the end of the day, like, it's just the epitome of stupidity. It's kind of exactly what you would expect from Muse at this point. It sounds like a parody of Muse that is such an intense parody that it becomes more Muse than anything Muse has ever done. I just want to talk to Muse, like, just sit down and just tell them how fucking stupid they are. I don't think they know or they care, because I don't think they care. I think they're literally just trying to make as much money as possible. I just am really pissed off whenever I hear really, really rich, really, really powerful people make art that uses anti-establishment themes for the sake of maximizing profit, even though they're, like, literally the least oppressed people in the world, because they're literally rock stars who get to fly around in private jets and don't ever have to freaking wear a mask in the first place because they literally fly around in private jets. So, without further ado, I need to get the frick off. I just need to get the frick off. I just need to stop reviewing this because I'm literally losing my mind. I spent so much time researching this album. I just can't even. Thanks for watching. Like, comment, subscribe. I just need to get the frick off the punk revolution now.